We're here to talk about my top 20 fantasy wide receivers of 2024, and in this video we're going over rankings 1 through 10. We're starting here at number 1. We have to go over CeeDee Lamb. He proved last year that he could be the man for fantasy football and the man for the Dallas Cowboys. He is the lone prime top dog for this offense. Yes, that you do have Brandon Cooks there. Jalen Tolbert's supposed to come in and do a little bit more, but CeeDee Lamb is the go-to guy for Dak Prescott. They didn't really address the running back position too much. They ended up getting Ezekiel Elliott back here. They got Rico Dowdle there as well, but hey, come on, really, bunch of cockadoodle, really. So it's going to be CeeDee Lamb. A lot of CeeDee Lamb. He easily deserves the number 1 spot here. Doesn't matter if you're playing a PPR or standard league, dynasty league, it doesn't matter. He's good in all formats, even in best ball leagues, right? So I like CeeDee Lamb. He is clearly the number 1 guy for me. Should be able to consistently put up top end flight numbers each and every week. CeeDee Lamb is the go-to guy, easily the number 1 guy on my rankings right now. At number 2, we're going over Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is one of those guys who can really take the top off of a defense. He can get you a 40 to 50 yard touchdown bomb on any given play. He can give you week winning performances. The guy alone can carry you to victory. He can have that type of impact. Now, I know he does have Jalen Waddle there. They ended up getting Odell Beckham over there as well. But look, the fact remains, Tyreek Hill is a monster. And if you got him earlier on in your draft, literally, he can just carry you to a bunch of wins just himself. He consistently does it as well. It's not one of those where he goes bomb time all the way down, 100 yards and 14 million touchdowns in a single game, and then the next game he'll get you 1 catch for 10 yards. Nah, consistently he's going to get you that couple touchdowns. He's going to get you 100 yards, 150 yards receiving. He does that. Tua looks for him quite a bit. I love Tyreek Hill. He's easily my number 2 guy. Number 3 on my list, I'm going Amon-Ra St. Brown here. Very, very high floor, right? PPR type of monster. Jared Goff is really, really comfortable with Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think it's one of those things that you can't really bat an eye at. Jameson Williams on the outside, right? He should be a lot better. He should be able to even take pressure off of Amon-Ra St. Brown. But there's not a lot of people in the NFL right now that the quarterback is so linked to. I mean, it looks like Jared Goff looks at Amon-Ra St. Brown almost every single snap. If you got him on your team, you're loving it. You're having fun at fantasy football because you know every single play you can at least get some type of points scored, just because he's probably going to be looked at and thrown the football to. Amon-Ra St. Brown, huge target share. Love him in this offense. Easily my number 3 wide receiver as of right now in my rankings. Coming at number 4, we're talking about Justin Jefferson. Yes, we know Kirk Cousins left. He is now in Atlanta. What's going to happen? Is it going to be Sam Darnold starting the season? Is it going to be JJ McCarthy? I honestly believe it's going to be Sam Darnold for the first few weeks. If they aren't performing and they're not doing what they're supposed to do, they're going to import JJ McCarthy. Either way it goes, they are all going to hyper target Justin Jefferson. Yes, Jordan Addis is still there. TJ Hawkinson's on the mend. He'll come back sooner or later into this offense during the season. And still, Justin Jefferson, he got his nice big old contract. He's going to be like, give me the football. He hasn't played with much cockadoodle in his career so far at the quarterback position, but boy, he might have some cockadoodle now unless JJ McCarthy comes in and becomes the truth at the quarterback position. But who knows? I still like Justin Jefferson even without Kirk Cousins. Just the targets alone will make him a fantasy football prospect. Easily number 4 on my list. Going over number 5, right? Just another really, really good wide receiver. We're talking about Jamar Chase. As long as he stays healthy, Joe Burrow stays healthy, and this offensive line can stay healthy, Jamar Chase should have an outstanding season. It wasn't that much long ago where we actually thought that Jamar Chase was one of the top, if not the top wide receiver in the NFL. And now I have him at number 5 in my rankings just because I still think he's going to be great. All 5 of these wide receivers, right, are completely studs, and they could be argued as the number 1 wide receiver. All 5 of these guys, every single one of these guys. So Jamar Chase, I'm not low on him by any means. I have him just a couple notches down. I think T. Higgins, if he bumps his toe, maybe sitting out for a week, that's going to always help, Jamar Chase. He's going to be hyper targeted by Joe Burrow. Both of them, we already know, both of them come from LSU. They've already got a connection there. T. Higgins out the door. I don't think Joe Burrow is focused on getting T. Higgins his targets or making him happy because he knows he's not going to be here next season anyway. So he's going to be thrown to Jamar Chase early and often. If you got him on your roster, you're going to be happy you did. I love Jamar Chase this season. Coming in at number 6, we're going over A.J. Brown, the number 1 target over there with the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts. Yes, they do have other people like Devonta Smith over there. They've got some targets over there, but AJ Brown gets this thing. You know, they're friends, right? Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. They like to make connections, and when AJ Brown isn't getting the football the way he needs to, and it's more Devontae Smith, he lets Jalen Hurts know, yo, sucker, get me the football. You see it all the time. They have these little arguments on the sideline. So AJ Brown alone, he has a very high floor. He's going to get you consistent production. He wants the football, and if he doesn't get the football, he makes it known that he wants the football. So all in turn, you can't go wrong with him, especially as the wide receiver 6. It doesn't look great. So, oh, he's a 6 wide receiver. It doesn't. These guys are studs. All of these guys on this list today, complete studs, and they all should be on your roster, right? Let's move it right along into this video, going right over to number 7. We're talking about Garrett Wilson, and I know I've gotten some flack on this channel before, but I don't care that I have Garrett Wilson above Puka Nacua. That's my thought, that's my process, that's my projections, and I think with Aaron Rodgers, as long as he stays healthy, should be able to provide that. Garrett Wilson will show the world his talent. The dude is uber talented. His route running, his catching ability, he has everything in him to be a top fantasy football talent. Easily have him at number 7 for me. I think he's going to come out here. Mike Williams on the opposite side of the field, as long as he can stay healthy, should take a little bit of pressure off of Garrett Wilson and allow him to be that PPR monster that you want to see. Think about people like Greg Jennings back in the day, maybe Devontae Adams, right? These are the type of numbers you could probably see for Garrett Wilson with Aaron Rodgers throwing the football. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers getting a little bit long in the tooth, right? Doesn't really matter. I think that he still has enough in him to make Garrett Wilson a top fantasy wide receiver this season, and you're definitely going to see it in 2024. Moving right along here at number 8, we're going over with Puka Nacua. Yes, I have him here at number 8. There's going to be regression with Puka. Yes, he had one of the best, if not the best, wide receiver season for a rookie of all time. Doesn't matter. Regression is going to come. Cooper Kupp's going to even get more of his. Who knows what's going to happen? I just think that Puka Nacua had to drop a little bit just off its regression. I don't think he's going to give you the performance that he gave you last season, and it's going to really turn a lot of heads because a lot of people are going to be drafting Puka Nacua way too high, and the disappointment is going to happen. Puka Nacua down here at number 8 for me. On at number 9, I gotta go rookie, Marvin Harrison Jr. The dude is 6'4", a great wide receiver, right? I'm thinking like a Calvin Johnson type of wide receiver. The dude's gonna put up some numbers with Kyler Murray there. Who else is there? Trey McBride at the tight end position, then a bunch of cockadoodle. You got Michael Wilson and Greg Dortch and all these other guys there. No, it is Marvin Harrison's job to win. Not even them bringing over Zay Jones going to take many targets away from Marvin Harrison. They're going to feed this dude until they can't feed him no more. He deserves a top 10 pick for my rookie rankings, or for my overall wide receiver rankings. Number 1 in my rookie rankings. But I think Marvin Harrison Jr., he is going to be phenomenal for you. If you have him on your team, he's going to be consistent for you. And if you could somehow grab him at least in your second round of your drafts and in a redraft league, I think that is a phenomenal pick for you. Go Marvin Harrison Jr. You will not be shocked or surprised or disappointed that you have him on your team. We're going to end this video up at number 10. We're talking about Drake London getting over that new quarterback over there, Kirk Cousins. I think that Drake London finally reaches 1,000 receiving yards in his season. He hasn't quite hit the century mark yet, or the 1,000-yard yet, but I think this is the year that he does it. Kirk Cousins has the ability. Yes, he's coming back from an injury. It doesn't matter. Kirk Cousins can sling the ball all over the field, put up 300 to 350 yards each and every game if given the opportunities. There's tons of options out there. Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson, Darnell Mooney, a lot of options out there. Doesn't matter. Drake London's going to get his. He is the number 1 wide receiver for this team. He will give you 1,000 yards this season. Easily number 10 on my list. But that reads out my entire list here from 1 through 10 from my top 20 wide receivers. Look out for the next video that we release out here. Will be the 11 through 20 wide receivers that we'll go over as well. But guys, make sure you're hitting the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We're really getting close to that 1,000 subscriber mark. I appreciate each and every one of you. Can't wait to see you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.